Hey, I'm back again, and I'm still sober. So, I got to thinking, and, well, I want to build a Jenny. You know what a Jenny is, right? A Jenny is a merry-go-round that has horses on it. And it goes round and round and up and down. But what I want to do is, I'll explain it to you so that way all them inventors out in the whole wide world that like to think about things out the box, and you know, backyard inventors and things like that. Because I like the junkyard too, you know. Junkyard's really cool. It has all kinds of cool things, like rear ends, you know, like I want to get me this old bus rear end, you know, out of a bus, a rear end out of a bus. Yeah, get rid why to make a Jenny, of course. So I want to get me, you know, like take the top of the bus off, and then just have the frame, and then take the rear end of the bus frame, you know, and then cut one side of it off, and turn it upright, so that way the hub is sitting on top like that, you know, and then I would, you know, weld out from that, and weld spokes out from that ride on a track, you know, with 4 wheels. And then I would take and put slots in another track underneath the track that goes like this, up and down, up and down, up and down, all the way around, you know. And then I'd put a drive shaft out, you know, to an electric motor with the gearbox, so that way you can govern the speed, and you don't throw people off and make them spin too fast, you know. So it'd be a nice little ride, you know. And so even then I'd, you know, cut me out some wooden horses, even if they didn't look too great, and stick something up their gut like that, you know, so that way they're suspended with a pole sticking out their belly, you know. And then I would put that in another pole that rides on a bogey wheel, you know, on a bogey wheel on this track that goes up and down, you know. And I got a slow loop, you know, like, just enough to get a person to rise up and then rise down, because, you know, that bogey wheel will ride up the thing, it'll push the pole up, and then it'll ride down the other side, and the horse in turn will go up, and the horse will come down, and the horse will come up. See, and then we can put it on a slow forward action like this, so that way when the wheel turns, you have a bar that goes up on an off wheel, and the bar is connected, so when the wheel turns, the bar goes up and down the wheel, you know. So, and that way the wheel turns, and turns. As the wheel turns, it pushes the arm back and forth, you know. And then you ride, the bogey goes up and down, but as it goes up, it's going forward, and then, which makes the horse go forward. And then as it comes down, you know, well, as the wheel turns, you know, the horse will do this, and then as it rides up and down the bogey, so you'd be like, up, down, up, down, up. I kind of like, you know, we wee. But they're making it for adults, you know. Make it for, cause, yeah, make it for adults. That way, you know, I mean strong enough for adults. And that way they can take their kids there. Not that I would ever build something. If I had a junkyard and a box of tools, cutting torch and welder, pretty sure I could pick up on something like that. There ain't no, I don't, yeah, it's finding the right people to work with that can tolerate my whatever's going on at the moment, because it's always different. It's never really the same, you know. And it's always flashy, 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 flashy. Anyways, yeah, where was we? Now that we ignored ignoring, I'm learning how to ignore the ignorance. Yeah, and learning how to turn the you can'ts into you cans. Cause, you know what, I like you cans better. Cause you cans are much more funner than you can'ts. You can't feels like a slap in the face without being slapped. Feels like a punch in the gut without being punched. You can't do this, you can't do that, but I just seen that. And why can't, if they're doing it, why can't I do it? If they're producing power, why can't I produce power? How come I can't, but you can? Nah, it should be you cans all the way around the table. That's what you call strong arm. Strong arm. Strong arming. Yeah. Like, wow. Tell you what, if I got caught spying on certain individuals, oh boy, sure in hell wouldn't call me no. Yeah, I got enough to complain about. I don't need to complain to you. I like you. I'm trying to be your friend. You know, even though the seeds I plant shall grow. In the freebies I let go. Yeah, because there's nothing under the sun that's new. Nothing under the sun that's new. Well, there might be stuff under the sun that's been rediscovered. You know, with a personal twist. But nothing under the sun is new. If you don't believe me, go look at the bottom of the ocean. You'll find things you wish you wouldn't have. You can go up there and that's what they'd probably do, and they're the ones that don't want you to do what they do. Sound like a parent. Grumble, 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 grab my ear, rip it off. I'm trying to ignore you, but sometimes you say some of the darndest things, you know. It just makes me feel like you got a tongue in my ear and you're licking my brains. Zombie apocalypse. There's the tongueites. Gets a little noisy in here sometimes, but yeah, nobody else seems to hear or be bothered by it, huh? That's alright, after a while, you get used to it, kinda. Wow, what a day, huh? Struggle, shit. Struggle, get it, and struggle. So, yeah. Well, So I was trying to remember what I was talking about. I knew I had something important to say, or at least it was not that. Dog buggies. Two-wheeled dog buggy racing. No, it's racing in stop clock. Go. Oh, yeah, two dogs, you know, and you're sitting in a little chariot well, you're sitting in a chair with two wheels on it, and this, I wouldn't call it hard plastic, but I wouldn't call it soft plastic either, but kind of like a lucent rubber, you know, deal that's sticking out of the end of it, and the dogs are leashed, you know, and then they pull from their tail spot, or just above their tail on their back, and they're in a harness. So it's like a sled dog kind of deal, but you don't have a sled, you're just sitting in between two wheels, you know, and you steer by the dog's shoulders, you know, with reins. Better hope like hell I don't both see a cat at the same time. Well, I'll tell you what, you dog, put it on, put the leash to the bike and get the bull, let them pull you. They get to going, and all of a sudden they'll spot something out the side of their head. And they take a wham. You're like, oh. I thought I heard him laughing at me. So, oh yeah, the junkyard in the Jenny. Yeah. See, I thought, you know, you could put the things out on arms, but, you know, that's a little too much. If you just put them to where you could put the horse in a slot, you know, and then put a key through the couple keys through the slot, then you could take and, you know, fold it all up like a carnival ride and be able to go from space to space with it. Kind of set up that way you can put like a little electric motor on it that spins, you know, on a gear ratio that turns the drive shaft that runs the big old Jenny. That would be fun, huh? Yeah. Well, it would be an attraction to heaven on earth. Oh, I so want to build heaven on earth. It's like a dream that is just terrorizing me. I wake up every night with something new to add into the city that just makes it that much nicer, or that much easier for its people living in it. I often thought about working with this village, but this village don't seem to want to work with me. And I guess I just haven't applied it in the right direction or the right way. Or, you know, like, well, I'll tell you what, you either take me as I is, or you leave me as I is. Yeah. I gotta stop listening to my voices. Oh, well, I'm assuming this is a vlog or something, where you just talk in your camera and express your ideas or whatever, talk. Tell you how my day is going. My day is going about as good as yesterday and the day before and the day before. It's, I know it's my own fault. Gosh darners. Yeah, buddy, I heard you. That's why I'm frowning and smiling at the same time. Got one eye up and one eye down. It's a black and white world out there. Oh my goodness, you checkered mother. Oh. Shushake. Centrifugal force. Hey, did you know we were born in synthetic bodies? Ha ha!